Welcome back to Supreme Commander Skirmish versus Sorian AI. You can see I'm trying to defend my base. Making a metal extractor there with the commander. That got blown up. It's a pretty fierce air war right now. Got the SAM, Tech 3 anti-airs going up. You know, like halfway through playing this match, I realized I didn't like the music I was playing, but I didn't bother to change it, and now it's going to be in this recording. So I've switched up to Tech 2 ground units. I can see down there, the first, on the very bottom left of the screen when I zoomed in. First few, I think that group right there moving out from my base is the first Tech 2. And that's how they're able to start to move out without dying. And I think a wave of Tech 1 units are coming in the red down there. Oh yeah, you can see how quickly they're killing. That's definitely the start of my Tech 2 army right there. And I've got Tech 3 airplane support now. So I'm starting to be able to push back a little bit. That's an artillery that I'm placing to be built. It'll take a number of minutes to build. It's not too quick. And I'm putting a shipyard down there. It's one of the reasons I chose this map. It has a really nice land and sea and air balance. You can kind of use all three to attack. Those are my favorite ground units, I think, for this race. These chain gun K-bot type of unit. They're very powerful. They have chain guns and grenade launchers, and they have long range and a high rate of fire. And a personal shield. They're very powerful for a Tech 2 especially. Pretty much just making those on the ground now, along with anti-air, mobile anti-air flak cannons to keep them defended from the planes. So yeah, that small army is very effective. You can see the speed of the game has increased here. I didn't really realize until after playing that I had been pressing keys that were speeding up and slowing down the gameplay speed ever so slightly, and I didn't realize I was pressing them. So some parts of the game are faster, some are a little slower. There's the artillery going up. I'm telling my newly built units to patrol down to where my front line is. And I've got almost exactly half of the connecting straight taken back, so it's dead even right now, just about. Very good match, very fun. I like an even match. It's more fun than one where you die or win easily. Yeah, the high-tech Navy ships in this game, the Tech 2, Tech 3, very expensive, but they're very powerful and have a very long range. So I'm immediately teching this to Tech 2 shipyard. And then I'm queuing up a submarine for submarine defense, and then gonna make some cruisers and destroyers. If if I just make a cruiser and destroyer without the submarine for defense, then they can get sunk by an enemy sub. So we're still moving forward here, gaining ground. Adding a bomber and a fighter to the build order and a gunship. Okay, it looks like the game just got set back at normal speed. Building defense around my faraway metal extractors. Going through my engineers that aren't doing anything and giving them something to do. Rebuild the fallen metal extractor. Those are the chin gun bots. Putting in work down there. Look at all the scrap metal and dead units around them. That's one of the fun things about this game, is just the wreckage of the battlefield that builds up. It's easy to zoom out too far and miss the action in this game because you definitely have an advantage when you zoom out more, but you don't see the action and the detail in the units until you zoom in pretty far. You can see the tech level of that engineer. He has 3 guns on top, so he's tech 3. And the little tiny tech 1 engineer's next to him. And there might be a tech 2 next to him, the medium-sized one. Yep. So he has 2 beams even. 1 beam, 2 beams, 3 beams. Tech 1, 2, and 3. Building all together. So beautiful. One big happy family of engineers. Looks like the first ship is done. We saw that missile go by the screen. Yep, there he is. Look how far he can shoot. You know, I kind of like the ships in Total Annihilation better because of the parabolic arc that their cannons fire in. So I've got a cruiser built there and a destroyer. Look at the range, see the rings around him. They can shoot so far. So the match is still pretty even right now. I think I'm a little bit ahead of him. little resource patch up here. Oh, so I decide it's time to make my experimental unit before he makes his. Because that's how I lost the last game. He made an experimental spider bot and it came and destroyed my whole base and my commander. And the game had been even up to that point. So I decided I'm gonna get mine made before he has a chance to make his. Queue up a bunch of buildings up here, take all the res nodes and make a bunch of defense and stuff like that to support the res nodes. Guess I stopped recording for a little while. Looks like we got jumped ahead 5 or 10 minutes in the game. I'm getting pushed back on the defensive a little bit again. But still very even, very close. Oh, there's my experimental. So I'm calling all the workers down to help build him faster, because it takes forever. This bomber, that transport right there, ends up causing me so much trouble eventually, I think. Took me a while to build some AA sites around the shipyard. Here's a little Tech 1 AA. Can't do enough damage to bring down those airplanes above him. Yeah, they're definitely pushing in now. I'm on the back foot a little bit. I feel like if I had set the spawn points farther apart, it would have been more difficult for me. Like all the way back up in those mountains. I had the choice to set them at 4 different places on each side. Towards the front, towards the back, or towards either side. And I picked towards the front because that makes it effectively almost like playing on a smaller map, which is, you know, gives you a bit of a more advantage over the computer. Because I know if I played against him on a big enough map, there's no way I could win. At least not at first. Computer can just scale up a lot more easily than people can. This would be a really fun multiplayer game, I think. Alright, how's our experimental unit going? Commander's on his way to help build. Look at all the wreckage on that battlefield. Just covered. Battleships are on fire down there. Finally, see that when I was talking about those transports are causing these trouble shooting that stuff down there and never leaving. So I assigned a fighter to attack them, and I queued up a SAM site to be built down there to deal with them. There's another one over there. Computer likes to use these air transports to attack things. Even though they just have one little laser, they do have a ton of health. They're really meant to transport units, not attack with. Like the computer is using them quite effectively, I must say. I was really getting pissed off at his constant attacks with these transport units. See, that SAM site the engineer got killed on the way down to build anti-air down there. So then now I said to build a series of anti-air on the way down there that'll defend me so that I can build one there. That's how hard it is to defend that site, apparently. Oh yeah, look at that. Those are just little destroyers, but they have even just a little destroyer ship cannon is so much bigger than a land unit's cannon, just because the scale of ships is so much larger than land units, you know, in real life and in this game. This game is definitely more realistic towards like real war kind of battles than, say, StarCraft. Because you have air, land, and sea units, and you have, you know, mountains and lake kind of terrains and land, and in fact, in real life, they definitely did use naval ships to bombard coastline in some places during some battles I remember reading about.